Hi, welcome to TB's Life. So glad you're here. Hello. Welcome to another Tea Time with TB. And as you can see, it looks a little different. Yes, because I am having tea with my oldest daughter, and we are in Seattle, Washington. And she has been so gracious to sit down and have some tea with me and talk a little bit about something that I have been passionate about, but I really do not have that green thumb like my daughter does. So this is my oldest daughter. Her name is Shaniqua, and she has been in a journey of growing her own vegetables and herbs and things and plants. Like she's like taking it to a whole nother level. Um, I want her to talk about how she got inspired to grow her own things and her love of plants.
Well, it was three reasons. The first reason was because of a movie called The Secret Garden. And ever since that movie, I have always wanted to have my own garden and, my own secret garden and just grow plants. The second reason was, these food prices is high. And I said, maybe if I can start growing my own food, maybe I might, offset the prices. But, it's just the beginning. So, of course, it's going to take time and patience. And then the third one was I always like the fact that, once you get into the rhythm, you start realizing how much you have the love for nature. Being surrounded by plants gives you peace and something. It's a weird, unique experience when you start getting into plants and growing things. Like, how people say, I'd rather watch grass grow. Literally, I'd rather watch my plants grow because it's just a nice calming feeling to just be around some nature.
Nice. So, what are some of your favorite plants? Like, what do you enjoy growing or watching grow?
Well, my favorite plant currently is the peace lily.
Yes.
I love it. I love how it gets big. I have my oldest baby. She's like 2 years old. That's like my favorite one. So I love having peace lilies around. I would say the second one for far as house plants. I've been liking the African violets, and my outdoor plants is hydrangeas. I love them. They're a little finicky, but I love those. And yeah, as far as plants, indoor plants, those are my favorite. I just got into growing food and herbs. So, do I have a favorite? Not yet, but I am loving that my tomato plants is growing pretty well. So, that is something that's exciting to see.
Okay, so we are going to get a chance to actually see some of the things that she's growing and get to take a look at some of her favorite things. So stay tuned. So my daughter has got her own little garden out here. She's growing strawberries. Look at that. Own little garden, kale. Look at that.
I've kind of already bought this like this.
She like
This is
talking about green thumb
cucumber,
2.0.
mint.
Look at that.
This is how big the cilantro grew.
Wow, look at that.
It
That's
was
amazing.
small when I got it.
That's amazing.
And these grew pretty bad. Everything I grew, this is from chickens, from the scraps from the, like, from the kitchen. Like I use them and I just replant them. And it can give you endless amount of green onions.
Wow.
And like I said, now I just planted some new scraps. So.
So is that lettuce?
Lettuce, and then some onions. And then these are oh boy. Oh, bell peppers.
Bell peppers. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me write that down.
Yes. What is this? Grapes? Blueberries. Okay. Wow.
And I'm trying to get those, but
Look at that. That is amazing.
This is nothing in there. I'm waiting for something.
Waiting for something to grow. And look at the lemon growing. See the little lemon? Let me try to put it up. The little lemon growing. Little lemon tree.
And then tomatoes.
And tomatoes are over here.
Like I said, they're flowers.
Yeah.
They're trying to, but it was much smaller than this. So
They're amazing. That's amazing.
It's getting there. I said it used to be all the way. It used to be as small as like how small it used to be.
Yeah.
Like as small as probably like this,
Yeah.
and then it grew into that.
Okay. So fresh broccoli. Wow.
So
So
what
you
else?
ain't gonna need to go to the supermarket anymore.
Yeah, once it produce them,
Once they start producing, that's
and it's
what's
a
up.
season. Yeah,
Yes.
like herbs I can keep in season.
So yes, we are back. So we got to see a little bit of some of the things that she's growing, and I feel like it's an amazing journey, and I'm like so proud that she is actually took this and like ran with it, because I don't know if I have that much time and patience to do it, but I love that she is really into it and she has perfected it. So, honey, when you did your herbs, so what was your process like? How did you get started with the herb part of it?
It literally I had since I had houseplants, I literally just took some soil and some seeds and just planted them. That's how I started. I said, you know what, I want to do it. I always wanted to do it, so I grabbed the little seed kit from like Home Depot, and then just some seeds, some herbs, and just planted them. The first thing I did plant was I ever plant food wise was green onion, and I planted that. I grew that from scraps. Since it's very easy to kind of keep in the house. It's a really easy herb to sprout, scrap, and it's literally from scraps.
So when you say scratch, you mean from the onion?
Literally, like I went to the grocery store, I had green onions, and then I said, it already had buds in it, so I looked at if I can, grow this, and of course you can. All I did was I eventually started with water, just sat it in water, and it grew me new green onions every time. And then eventually I just put them in soil and just let them just grow. And when I need, I just cut it.
Okay, so when you say the kit, Shay, so you say you went to Home Depot. So do they have like little packets for the herbs or something?
Yeah,
or?
when you get it, you can get like a seed starter, and they have seeds and stuff like that. Again, I was new because I already was doing in-store plants. I said, I want to try my hand in outdoor gardening and actual food like gardening. So I just went and grabbed a thing of seeds and just planted them. I kept them in the house, let them germinate, and kind of till they was like nice little seedlings. Then I just took them outside, put it in the bigger plants and bigger soil and pottings, and off they went.
Okay, so when you say germinate, so what is that process like? Like how long is that germination process?
It depends on what you're growing.
Okay.
Some can take, and within season, there are seasons for starting your germination and stuff. Again, I'm still learning because I'm still kind of new in it, but there are seasons and there are things that you can start. You just essentially just grow. You just plant them in some soil, give them lots of sunlight, water until a little seedling pops in. And then at that point, depending on what it is, you can keep it in a home or you can take it outside and transfer into a bigger pot. And the more pots the bigger it get, the bigger the plant the pot gets, and then eventually you can put them in the ground. Because I do container gardening. I don't do it in the ground just yet. So all my plants and herbs are in containers.
Yeah, I found that very interesting. Like you have such a different selection and array of things out there. So like I love the process of it, and all of it I noticed is outside. So so based on the ones you have outside, did any of them grow inside, or did you start them outside? Okay.
Actually, if you see my spinach, so some of them I already bought because it was already in season, and I kind of started too late. So like my strawberry plants, I bought them very tiny little plants, and then they grew into what they are now.
Okay.
Things like my spinach and Brussels sprouts and all that, and the things that's in the raised garden bed is everything I grew inside the house. Okay. I just literally grabbed them, put them on my ledge with the most beautiful sun, and just kept them there and just let them grow. I did I do have grow lights in case it was just really not a lot of sun that day. I just kept them in. And then once it got really nice in my area and nice weather and nice sunlight, I just simply took them and transported them to bigger pots and then sat them out. The ones that I have a greenhouse, so the ones that are in greenhouse are typically for me to start my seeds, and then herbs.
Okay.
So the
Okay.
ones I kind of keep out of the sun is like my cilantro, which is pretty easy to grow, and like my basil and my mints and stuff. So
Okay, so the cilantro and the basil mint. So the
yeah,
sensitive girl don't need a lot of sunlight.
yeah, you can
to make
actually
it.
grow those like cilantro, green onions, basil stuff that can actually literally be grown in your kitchen.
Oh, okay.
You can grow it right in your kitchen, and you don't never have to take it outside. You know, I choose to because all my light places are taken up by my house plants. So, and I have to, you know what, take them outside with the greenhouse and let them kind of stay out there. And then if I need any, I can just go in, take what I need, and you know, and go from there.
Okay, so those are considered like all season. Those
Yeah,
like
well,
that. Okay.
cilantro is. We like to say it's a season, you know, it's a season,
okay.
yeah. But yes, herbs you can grow all year round. It depends on the herb,
Okay.
and just need some light. In fact, typical like Amazon or Home Depot, they even sell herb like herb kits where they have a grow light and an herb pot, and you can just keep it all year round.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, because I noticed like you have like the little lemon tree, you had the strawberries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So those are considered like in season plants. Like,
Well, yeah, you have to start again. I'm still learning, so there's periods where you're supposed to start seasonings.
Okay.
So as like in October in the fall is when you'll start like your
potatoes.
and
Okay.
things of that nature. So there is a season, so we can give it time to winterize, go through the cycle, and then bloom beautifully for you around the season they're supposed to come out. So the lemon tree I brought when it was a lot smaller, you know,
Okay.
because it was already grown. Because again, I started late into the season,
Okay.
and lemon trees take a long time to grow. So I just took things that were already, few things that I wanted for years later out the line, and just took them, nurture, take care of them, and then in a few years I will have a nice lemon tree. And eventually, you know, as now my strawberries are already producing strawberries.
Right,
Yes.
right. Yeah, I noticed that. So when you said that you started late in the season, so like what? So pretty much, how long has it been taking the process to grow? Because I noticed you got the little buds on there, like the strawberries already got the little strawberries growing
Yeah.
on there. So how long was that process like for it to get to that point?
So when I got it like a few months ago, it was still very, you know, it was just a little bud, you know, just a little plant. Their season for strawberries is spring, late spring to starting summer.
Okay.
So
okay.
that's when you'll start seeing, and then it goes through the whole summer.
Okay.
So that's why you get a lot of strawberries during the summertime,
Oh,
because that
okay.
is their growing, producing fruit season.
Okay.
And then they go through a winter. They they winterize, and then for the next late spring, summer, you got a nice fresh batch of strawberries.
Nice. Okay, so now we're going to shift gears to the plants real quick.
Okay.
So I know she has a lot of beautiful house plants.
I think about 38 of them.
Right, she has a lot of beautiful house plants. Like I wish you could see some of her house plants. You know, I love the discussion about the plants. So before you wrap up, we're just going to say which ones are like the easiest to care for, far as the inside or the outside plants. So we're going to start with the inside plants.
Well, a lot of the plants I do are pretty easy, but the most easiest ones I can say are to take care of. You really just want to get your hand at it. Peace lilies are really easy. They're really low maintenance. I can say like the pothos plants, they grow fast, but really easy. Spider plants are really easy. Even the aloe vera, you know, they're simple house plants you just keep around if you just want to get started. I will recommend that for extra starters. If you want to get even basic than that, you can start succulents. Succulents are
okay.
You can drown them, but they are okay being dehydrated. But you just even having a succulents plant. If you don't want to start taking care of an actual plant, try your hand on succulent. You know, they're pretty basic. You can get them really from anywhere. Try them out. If you keep it alive, you're doing great. You know, all I do is learning. Yes, succulents are tricky, but with overwatering. But if you forget to water them, they're not going to die. You'll be okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So how often do you recommend, like, because you mentioned the peace lilies, you mentioned the aloe plant and the succulents. So how often So how often do you recommend that you
Water 'em?
water them? Yeah.
Peace lilies like to be watered every day.
Every day.
Yeah, you can water, but if you go about a day or two, they're pretty dramatic. They're gonna tell you when they want some water. They'll
Yeah.
droop down.
Yeah.
You know, they're really dramatic plants.
They are.
Just like hydrangeas, they're super dramatic.
Yes.
Give them some water, they'll perk right on up.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
you can water. So peace lilies like water. They just don't like to be waterlogged like too much.
Waterlogged, okay.
But you can give them as much water as you know. So if you overwater them, it's okay. They just suck it up anyway, and then they will let you know.
Okay.
If they want something to drink.
So that's probably how my peace lilies are surviving, because my oldest one is 4 years old.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that's what I have. I have 2 peace lilies. I just started an olive plant back in April around Easter.
Okay.
And yeah, so I had the peace lilies, I had the plant garden, and then I had the olive plant. So, but yeah, this has been like so interesting, like, because I'm still learning a lot, and it's nice to know the process of what you can do and how you can take care of them. So I hope that you have learned something from how to grow your own herbs and some of your vegetables. But until then, thanks for having tea time with TBee. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. To see more videos, hit that like and subscribe button.